I know what you're probably thinking. Just another person with the same story. He probably wants us to buy some kind of package just to go on a negative run and pretend like nothing ever happened. This is far from the truth, and I'm not here to sell you pigs. I'm actually against charging people thousands of dollars for the so called sports logs. And if you give me just 10 minutes of your time, I promise to change your perspective of betting and hopefully help you in your journey. You see, the hard truth and what cappers don't want to tell you is that no play is 100% guaranteed. And if you continue to bet and follow these so called locks and cappers, you eventually end up losing everything. There's a reason why they only talk about recent runs and don't show you their monthly and yearly numbers. Anyway, first we need to understand why we lose. Why do people lose money? I've seen thousands of cappers across YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and none of them address the real issue: house edge. You see, for every play you make, the house takes anywhere from 1 to 10%. Think of this as a small tax you pay for playing, which is now enhanced by the new 90% tax law. I'll make a separate video on that. This means that if you aren't hitting at least 52% of your bets at negative 110 odds, which is about 1.91 times in European, you will lose money. A simple Google search uncovers that only 4% of bettors have made long term profit gambling yearly. So, why would you trust a random dude on YouTube, right? With the ever so growing popularity of online casinos, sweepstakes, sportsbooks, comes the opportunity to make money. Many people have asked me how I make money, and it's simple: using math. But what does this mean? Well, for those that don't know, once upon a time, Fliff, a sweepstake casino, would allow you to stack up to $5 free by claiming $1 free per day. The only catch was that you had to run up the balance to $50. If you could simply multiply this over and over and over again, you'd always make money. In addition to this, various apps give you free player picks from time to time, which, if parlayed right, can substantially multiply your bankroll. That's if we take into consideration the 50-50 of hitting that parlay, essentially the same as a coin toss. That's how I discovered and created my system. My system uses similar but more powerful techniques and has constantly made me more than $3,000 a month for the past 4 months. Why am I doing this? I come from a humble background, started working at the age of 16 to help my mother pay the bills. I always knew where I wanted to be in life, but I didn't know how to get there. I tried crypto, stocks, drop shipping, and later started gambling. After about half a year of following advice from these so called cappers and losing more than $4,000, I went into a dark place. I've always been the stingy one, the person that likes to save, and the thought of losing $4,000 betting really broke me. That's when I decided to get my payback. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm really doing this to make more money. But I believe in my system and I've been in your shoes. I don't want anyone to go through what I went. And if you are, I want you to know that there is light on the other side of the tunnel. This is why I've started a 0 to $25,000 challenge this year, along with a $10,000 challenge where I take full advantage of all new player offers and run that balance up to 10,000. If you want me to share more details about my system, please leave a like, comment, turn bell notifications, and share the channel with a couple friends or family members that like to gamble. I've also left my Instagram and TikTok in case you want to see daily updates on these challenges. Until next time, guys. Peace.